Are you kind enough in your communication? It could make all the difference for people around you, people who come across you. And there are a lot of instances and chances and opportunities right in front of you each and every day. What do you want to tell us about this, Tim?
Yeah, good topic, Andre. I'm currently going through a book at the moment. It's all about non-violent communication. And to start with, like to get my head around it was quite hard. But coming from 22 years in the building industry, we are quite trained to be very direct and abrupt. But also, too, what this book is teaching me is the way to talk about my feelings and actually bringing it back to how I'm feeling. So using not just I feel that you hurt me. It's I feel hurt by what you did, and this is actually what you did. So extending my language and my words, to really actually express what's happening with me instead of talking about that, Andre, you hurt me. Well, hang on a second, I am actually hurt because of these things that have happened. So it comes to talking about me. And so then in that, I'm not actually trying to blame you, manipulate you, make you feel bad. I'm actually just talking about how I'm feeling. So giving the opportunity to be in a space where kind of situations can come up and I suppose better communication can come up in and around your partnership, whether it's your friends, business, whether it's with your wife. These are definitely little tools that I've been using in my tool chest over the last little period of time.
That's a big journey. And I believe man needs to have those courses and books and new insights about, because it's coming from unconsciousness. Usually we are all programmed in a way. We come from an environment, and the building industry must be raw and real,
Yeah.
which may not suit well in communication to kids or a wife. And what comes to me is I've been working through my own communication in the last few months. I am paying money when I swear. And my kids are vigilant. Like, I've been donating to the pocket money a lot recent month, and it's less and less. So you could actually use others to, when you slip into unconsciousness, to remind you about what you are trying to achieve or what you are working on. Because when you get your environment into your training, or they buy into your training to become a better version of you, I believe it's true vulnerability, and it could take you faster to shift and find a new version of you. What do you think?
Yeah, no, 100%. And that's the hardest thing is, for this kind of language and this kind of communication, you need to actually be bringing it back to you. And so you need to be aware of it. And I think that's the hardest thing. We're so well trained from growing up with our parents, growing up in our families, growing up in our communities. And we are so affected by the way we communicate due to all those factors that are around us and how we're brought up. So actually bringing awareness to stopping yourself in those moments to be able to take a break to go, hang on a second, that's my old communication. This is my new communication, and working it with the people around you. And that's what I'm doing with my wife at the moment. Like where purposely, like she'll actually say, like, she'll go, stop. And I go, oh, and so instead of me getting then, you're not listening to me, it's, oh, okay, so I'm not speaking with what we're trying to produce, which is a new language. Okay, so I stop, I think about what I'm trying to say it in this non-violent communication way, which is then bringing it back to me and how I'm feeling. And that's something that I think as men, we struggle with, and we even struggle with it with our kids. Like to actually, instead of, hey, this is how I'm feeling right now, and trying to get a different outcome, instead of manipulating the kids and causing us to pass down our generational language. We've got to stop it. So we've got to be, as fathers in the family, we've got to be the leader that brings that change to our family.
Tim, I celebrate you. I know how bumpy the journey is, and I believe your wife and my wife, and hopefully other wives out there, would appreciate their partners being proactive and evolving and working on themselves, because I think marriage and self is a work in progress for the rest of our lives. Any last words?
I totally agree with that last comment, mate. It's a work in progress, and I don't believe it actually ever stops.
Okay. Unless when we check out for the last time.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, Tim. See you soon.
All right, buddy. Cheers, mate.